Hit the like button. Share this video right now. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Smoker Joe, aka Smoke Man Joe, in with the NFL Week 16 picks against the spread video. And again, guys, if you're new to the channel, please stop stealing. Hit that like button, man. Hype this thing up. Like this thing up right now, guys. We coming off a 7-2 week for the members, guys. And hey, man, what better time to be on board with your boy than right now as we approach the holiday season, guys. I want to say Merry Christmas to each and every one of you guys out there. Hope y'all have a wonderful, great, and blessed holiday. It's coming up, guys, and we're gonna try to cash real big heading into this Christmas, guys. And hey, man, that's all I ask for Christmas, man. I just want to win big this weekend, guys, and I hope you guys do too, man. I got a lot of bangers this week, guys. So sit back, get your CBD, get your favorite beverage, whatever you like to drink on while you watch your boy Smoke Man Joe. And let's cook up this week 16 card like we know how to do, guys. So without further ado, go ahead and get right into it. But again, guys, if you haven't already, please be sure to grab that membership badge, guys. I prefer you guys to go ahead and grab the silver or the gold package because hey man, that's the only way you're gonna be able to get any of my college football bets, guys. And we got a lot of players getting ready to be locked and loaded for college football as these bowl games get ready to kick off, guys. So with that, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Again, I hope each and every one of you guys having a great day as well. And let's just go ahead and get right into it, guys. We got Thursday night football. We got the Denver Nachos. Yep, they back being the Nachos here in this spot. Traveling to LA to play the Chargers. Over under sits at 42 here. I lean towards the over. I'm not a real big total better, but I like the over here in this spot. And I like the Chargers, guys, to win and cover this game. You know, I know it's a revenge spot for the Broncos, guys, but I'm just not buying it here in this spot, especially them being underdogs coming off a gimme of a win that they received thanks to the Indianapolis Colts last week. And the Chargers, they got both raced, guys. They got both raced in that game, especially in the second half. First half, it was kind of competitive, but that second half just it got out of hand. And I get it. Burrow got hit a lot in that game. I mean, excuse me, not Burrow. I don't know why I'm thinking about Joe Burrow. But Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert, he was getting bust up in the second half of that game, guys. So hopefully he's had a week to get himself together. I know this is a short week, but hopefully over the last few days he's been able to rest and get his body right for this game. Because this is a must-win game for the Chargers here, guys. If they lose this game, man, it's going to be bad for them. But the Chargers have gone under in 15 of their last 19 divisional home games, and the Broncos have gone under in 16 of their last 21 divisional road games. The under is 10-1 in the last 11 games between both teams in LA, but I still lean towards the over, guys. The Broncos 10-2 against the spread last 12 games, 6-1 against the spread last 7 on the road. But the last 6 games the Chargers have played on Thursday have went over the total. LA is 3-10 straight up, last 13 in the division. But the Broncos are 2-7 straight up, last 9 as underdogs. So with that, I get it. It's a revenge spot for the Broncos. They got a lot of momentum right now, guys. But the fact that the Chargers got boat raced in that game last week and they're laying points here again in this spot, guys, I got to believe the Chargers bounce back in a big way. I like the Chargers minus 2.5, and I like the over as well, guys. We got a doubleheader on Saturday. First game up, we got the Houston Texans traveling to Kansas City to play the Refs. Houston is a 3-point road dog here. The Texans are NFL best 12-2 against the spread in the first half this season. Texans are also 7-2-1 in their last 10 games played in the month of December. They're 5-1 straight up. Last 6 games on a Saturday as well. Chiefs have won 6 straight games on a Saturday and have played 8 of those last 6 have went under the total, guys. So a strong lean to the under. Like I said, the Chiefs on a 6-game under streak on Saturday, and I think it continues here. Patrick Mahomes probably going to play here, but how healthy is he going to be in this spot, guys? I didn't really like what I seen out of Houston last week as far as offense goes, but their defense did look pretty good, and I think it carries over here, guys. And what do you want to back Houston? You want to back Houston as an underdog. This is their spot here, guys. I like Houston plus the 3, but I love the first half money line. I think that's the play in this game will be the first half money line for the Texans, and the under 41.5 will be my best bets for this matchup. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Pittsburgh, 6.5-point road dog. It's tough, man. We all know Steelers, Mike Tomlin, as a dog, they tend to get it done. Even though they flopped last week, you expect them to bounce back in a big way this week, guys. I really don't know which way I want to go in this game, but I will say this. If I can get the Ravens minus 6.5, I think that's the play, because let's face it, I can see the Ravens winning this game 27-20, guys, covering this game by a hook. And the Ravens have had 2 games already this season. One against Cincinnati, they was laying 2.5, got the job done by 3. And when they played Washington, they was laying 6.5, and they got the job done by a touchdown in that game. So I could very well see it being something similar to this. Also, guys, the last 8 games between both teams have stayed under the total. Steelers, like I said, they're 6-1 against the spread last 7 games against Baltimore and in Baltimore. So I understand if some of you guys might want to take the Steelers here in the spot, but the only way I can do that if I can get the Steelers plus 7.5, guys. For you Steelers backers out there, your best bet, if you want to take the Steelers, is buy this thing up to 7.5. But for the ones that's going to be on the Ravens, including myself, I'm going to lay the 6.5 here with the Ravens. I think they get the job done. Revenge spot as well. Playing at home, they should be able to get this win by a touchdown. And as far as the total go, hey, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. A strong lean to the under here, but the way Baltimore is playing on offense right now, I don't know if I want to back or under here in this spot, guys. On to NFL Sunday, guys. We got the New York Giants, 8.5-point dog, traveling to Atlanta to play the Falcons. This line opened up plus 10. It's down to 8.5. I don't know if money coming in on the Giants or just that the fact that Kirk Cousins and this Falcon team look like dog crap. But the Giants are 1-8 against the spread in their last 9 games, guys. So there's no way in hell I can back this Giants team, man. Maybe if they get Drew Lock at quarterback, then maybe so. Maybe you want to look that way, guys, on the first half or something. But if we getting Tommy DeVito here, guys, Atlanta needs a spot like this where they can whoop up on a team by double digits. And I think this might be the perfect spot for them. I like the Falcons here to win and cover. Not a game I'm ultimately in love with. Probably won't put 50 cents on this game, guys. But, I think the Falcons will get the job done here, though. Next up, and we got the New England Patriots traveling to Buffalo to play the Bills. Well, shit's about to get real, guys. We got New England, a 14-point dog. Over and under sits at 46.5 right now. I like the over here in the spot. Over the last 9 games, both teams have combined 14-4 to the over. The fact that Buffalo is just putting up numbers each and every week, guys, I don't see how New England slows this team down. But with that said, New England, Drake made them. They've been able to move the ball and get some points, even though the last week the points they put up might have been in garbage time. But, I still like the over 46 here, 46.5, guys. I would bet it up to probably 47.5, to be honest. I don't think the Bills are going to lose this game by any means, guys, but division game, I like what I've seen out of New England over the past few weeks. Not last week. I don't know. I didn't really watch much of the Cardinals game last week. I'm sure none of you guys did as well, but you're going to give me 14 points with Drake May. I might have to take that, guys, because One thing I know about this man, he continues to fight until the end, guys. And I can very well see Buffalo being up by 17 points, maybe even 20 points. And Drake May comes down and get a garbage time touchdown for the cover, the backdoor cover. So, yeah, with that, I like New England plus the 14. The fact that Buffalo coming off a big win against Detroit, I'm sure everybody going to be wanting to take them here in this spot. Not so fast, guys. I like New England to cover and a strong lean to the over 46.5 in that matchup. Next up, and we got the Detroit Lions traveling to Chicago to play the Bears. Right now, the Bears are a 6.5-point home dog. And if I can get 7.5 with the Bears, I might have to take that, guys. But if it's 6.5, you might want to roll with Detroit. Over under sits at 48. I don't, man. This game is being played in Chicago. Really don't have a strong lean on the total here. But the Lions are a perfect 9-0 against the spread in their last 9 games after a loss. But I really truly believe like this is a Vegas special where they're begging you to take Detroit here, guys. The fact that they lost and they know everybody knows this stat here with the Lions being a perfect 9-0 against the spread after a loss. I don't know if I want to just run to the window and bet that. These two teams just met up on Thanksgiving, and Chicago really should have won this game if you ask me, guys. Also, the Bears are 5-1-1 against the spread at home this season. So they've been covering spreads for the most part at home, guys. Detroit, though, they're 5-1 against the spread on the road this season and 17-4 against the spread last 21 on the road. So pretty solid road team. Fact that they're coming off a loss, I can see why you guys want to take Detroit here in this spot. But if I'm betting this game, I'm going to buy it up to 7.5 and just trust the stats of the Bears getting it done, being 5-1-1 against the spread at home. They haven't covered a one on the road this season, but they do play their best ball at home here. I feel like they're going to be up for this game, guys. So, hey, man, strong lean to the Bears in that matchup. Next up, and we got the Cleveland Browns traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Over under sits at 47.5. I like the over 47 here, guys. The Bengals' last 5 home games have had an average combined score of 70 points. The Bengals 7-1 against the spread on the road this season, but only 1-5 against the spread at home. And that one cover at home was against my Raiders. Bengals been beating up on bad teams all season, guys, and the fact that Jameis Winston got benched and I don't think he's going to play. I believe DTR is going to be the starter here this week. I got to roll with Cincinnati. They know what's at stake. They have to win out, guys. Cincinnati very well may be the 7th seed, guys, coming into the playoffs if they win out. And if they win out, guys, that's probably what's going to happen. They're going to have to play Denver. So, yeah, they got Denver next week. So, if they beat Denver and beat the Steelers, we're going to be looking at Cincinnati as the last wild card team. Denver might not make the playoffs, especially if they lose on Thursday night, which I expect them to do. So Cincinnati knows what's at stake here in this spot, guys. I think they beat these boys up by 10 or more points. Next up, and we got the Tennessee Titans traveling to Indianapolis, play the Colts. Over under sits at 42.5. Tennessee is a 3.5-point road dog. And when I first looked at this game, I really wanted to take Tennessee, guys, just based off what I seen off this Colts team last week. It's looking like they gave up. Last week, they just looked defeated, man. We was on the Colts last week, had it as one of my biggest bets of the week. And ironically, I lost on both of my big bets last week. But like I say, we were 7-2 overall. But Titans are just 2-12 against the spread this season, guys. They're talking about Mason Rudolph. It's going to be the starter here. It really doesn't matter. This team is horrible, guys. But the Colts, dating back to last season, 4-1 against the spread as home favorites. The fact that they got embarrassed last week in Denver, you got to believe Shane Steichen is going to get these boys prepared to bounce back here. And I think they do, guys. I'm not betting this game. I cannot bet another dime on the Colts after what I seen last week out of them boys, man. But forced to pick this game, I will have to roll with the Indianapolis Colts to win and cover. Next up, and we got the LA Rams traveling to New York to play the Jets. Jets 3-point home dog here. And I like the Rams here to win and cover. Hey, man, the Jets, they beat up on the Jaguars last week. And now we supposed to be hyped up about the Jets again. I'm not buying it, guys. The Rams know what they're fighting for. The playoff hopes, they got to keep them alive here. And the fact that the Rams are 14-2 against the spread in their last 16 games in December, and the Jets are 0-4 straight up and 1-3 against the spread as an underdog this season. Only way I can look here is Rams, guys. Rams coming off a bye as well. I think they didn't play last week. I know after they beat the Bills, yeah, I don't remember the Rams playing last week. So, yeah, that's the only way I can look here, man. This Jets team, I get it, you beat the Jags, man, but let's face it, man. I think everybody done checked out for the most part, guys. So, there's no way I can bet this team over the Rams. That doesn't mean I'm going to run to the window and bet the Rams either, guys, because this does seems like a flat spot for the Rams. But the fact that they're 14-2 against the spread in the month of December, they know what's at stake in these type of spots, in this situation, in this time of the month. You can only look Rams, guys. So it's Rams or nothing for me here in this one. Next up, and we got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Washington to play the Commandos. Over under sits at 45.5 here. I wrestled with this one a little bit, guys, because I did see Washington, after having a flat game last week against New Orleans, picking themselves up in a bounce back way in this game. But more and more I look into it, guys, I just can't see it. The Philadelphia Eagles are 5-0 straight up and against the spread in their last 5 road games. 4 of those wins were by 17 points, at least 17 points. And the only exception was an outright underdog win in Baltimore, guys. So this team is balling right now, not trying to step in front of the Eagles. Hey, I get it. Washington's having a pretty decent season, but it's still not the end of the season. I don't know if this team is going to make the playoffs, guys. I don't know. And you might be like, Joe, they got 9 wins already. But they got Atlanta coming up after this game. And then they got a meeting with Dallas in Dallas. So it's still a lot of ball to be played for this Washington team, guys. But Philly knows what's at stake. Detroit just dropped the game. So, hey, man, these boys looking to be the number 1 seed in the NFC. And it's very well possible at this point, guys. But there's no way I can step in front of Philly right now. This is a division matchup. The Eagles are probably 4-0 right now in the division. They basically already won the NFC East, guys. So I'm not really sold on this Washington team. I haven't been all year. I know you guys done heard me say that numerous times here on this channel, and I'm sticking with it, guys. I'm probably going to be all over the Eagles here in this spot. That's the only way I can look, guys. Next up, and we got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Carolina to play the Panthers. Carolina is a 3.5-point dog here. And I know a lot of people that was on Carolina last week, man. A lot of people was on them. Why? This team has showed me absolutely nothing and no reason to lay 2.5 points with them against anybody, guys. So Dallas picked last week, 4-star bet for us. We cashed it. But the fact that the Panthers have covered 5 straight as underdogs, I think they cover here. Do they win? I don't know. Arizona's 3-9 against the spread, last 12 as a favorite. Last time the Cardinals was a road favorite, was a 1-point favorite against the Seahawks, guys, and they got the job done there, I believe. But yeah, man, I think Carolina keeps this game close. Now I do know Carolina has probably won the last 2 to 4 games that these teams have played. But if I'm not mistaken, all those games was in Arizona. So this is a different scenario here. Arizona have been beating up on bad teams all season, guys. But I don't want to lay points with this team on the road, guys. Carolina got boat race at home. This should be a bounce back spot for them. And I lean in their direction with the 3.5 points. Next up, and we got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Over under sits at 43.5. I gave out the first half under in the Seahawks and Packers game last Sunday. It didn't cash, but Seattle had 7 straight games before that where the first half under hit, and we going back to it again this week. I like the first half under 21.5 in this spot, guys. Seahawks are 9-2 straight up in their last 11 games at home against the Vikings, and the Vikings have failed to cover 5 straight games in week 16, guys. And the fact that Seattle got dominated boat race, whatever you want to call it, at home in prime time. Vikings been on the road last 3-4 weeks covering the spread. Yeah, I think this is a bounce back spot for Seattle here, guys. I like Seattle as long as Geno Smith is the quarterback. I'm going to repeat that. As long as Geno Smith is the quarterback in this game, guys, I like Seattle to strike the upset here. We're going to be all on Seattle this week, once again, as long as Geno is quarterbacking. And I do love the first half under 21.5 in that game. Next up, and the worst damn game of the season. Yep. This is the worst game, without a doubt. The worst damn game of this year's NFL season. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars, aka, head with me, guys, Big Jags, traveling to Las Vegas to play my Raiders. Man, this is the shit bowl. Man, this is the Swisser Sweet shit bowl game of the week, guys. But Jaguars 1-point dog here. Over under sits at 39.5. This is probably the lowest total on the board this week. So when it's like that, sometimes you gotta go. I ain't gonna say that. Sometimes you kind of want to lean into Vegas and go under, but I think this game has potential to go over this week. Big Jags 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 games as road underdogs. My Raiders have lost 10 straight games. It's no way in the hell I'm laying a half a point with the Raiders in this spot, guys. Give me Big Jags here, man. The main reason why, the number 1 draft pick, guys. It's the number 1 draft pick. If the Raiders win this game and tie their record with the Jaguars, then we're probably going to fall to maybe the 5th or 6th pick, guys. And right now, my team is not trying to win, guys. We might look like it, but we're not trying to win, guys. We want that number 1 draft pick. And when it's all said and done, I believe we will have a number 1 draft pick. So you got to be careful when you're thinking about backing the Raiders here in this spot. With that said, the Jaguars, hey, man, they 5-1 in their last 6 games against the spread. So at least they've been competitive, man. Not to say we haven't, because the Kansas City game and last week against Atlanta, we was kind of competitive, but I know we don't want to win no games, man. We already set Matt Crosby for the year. Still got a lot of injuries on both sides of the field, or on both sides of the ball. So, yeah, man, worst game of the season without a doubt, guys. But there's no way I can back my Raiders here in this spot. Take the Jaguars plus the 1, guys. Next up, and we got the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Miami to play the Dolphins. Over under sits at 44.5. I love the over here in this spot, guys, because the Dolphins have gone over in 5 straight home games this season. And the 49ers have allowed 73 points. 73 points, guys, in their last couple of games. So, man, I love the over here. As far as side goes, the loser of this game is done. Which head coach do you trust the most, guys? The fact that the 49ers are coming off a Thursday night game, having 10 days to prepare for this matchup, the season is not over for them. But if they lose this game, it's over. As far as the Dolphins go, I truly believe it's already over with them. It's over with for them. Even though it's not, because they haven't been mathematically eliminated, I don't know what the hell to do with this game. As far as the side go, guys, I really can't, man. I would lean San Francisco here, but I can't touch the side. I love the over, though, guys. 44.5, I think that's a gift. I think it's a very low total, especially with this game being in Miami. I don't know why this total is so low, but 49ers can't stop a nosebleed, guys. So You allow 73 points last 2 games. Man, I mean, I don't know, man. The loser of this game is done again, like I said, but I can't get involved with the side here. I lean towards the over, guys. On to Sunday Night Football, and we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Dallas to play the Cowboys. Dallas right now is a 4-point home dog, and I'm gonna be all on Dallas here to win this game outright, guys. The best bet, take them with the 4, but you know me, man. Upset Joe. I'm calling it upset. I'm going the +4 here. Over and under sits at 48.5. I also lean towards the over here. I really like this over 48.5 here. Cowboys, guys, are 12-2 straight up in their last 14 home games against Tampa Bay, but the under is 13-3 in the last 16 matchups between these two teams. But the over is 9-3 in Tampa Bay last 12 on the road. Tampa Bay have also won 5 straight as road favorites. They're 11-3 last 14 Sunday road games. Cowboys this year 1-8 against the spread, last 9 at home. That's crazy, man. And that one winning cover came on Thanksgiving against the Giants. The fact that this is Sunday Night Football, Cowboys got a lot of momentum. Their defense looking pretty good. Offense, CeeDee Lamb done got rolling. Running game done got rolling as well. I think they keep it going, guys. And I also believe that the NFL might want Tampa Bay to drop this game just so them in Atlanta can be neck and neck, and we will know who will win that division come week 18. As for the Cowboys go, if they can win out and have Washington to lose these next couple of games against Philly and Atlanta, and Dallas beat Washington in week 18, we might be talking about Dallas, guys, as that final wild card in the NFC. So y'all just keep that in mind when y'all run into the window wanting to bet Tampa Bay this week. For me, it's Cowboys or nothing. I love the Cowboys this week. If it's one best bet that I can give you guys in this video, that's who it would be this week, guys. It would be the Dallas Cowboys plus the 4 and on the money line. And I love the over 48.5. I'm going to be all over this over as well on Sunday night. And I don't really bet totals unless it makes a lot of sense to me. And this one does, guys, because I love the way the Cowboys are playing. And let's face it, we know what we're going to get from Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay Bucks. They're going to sling it around, guys. So, and their defense really not that good, in my opinion, man. Their secondary been getting carved up for the most part, even though last week Justin Herbert really couldn't attack it the way he wanted to because I guess he was getting hit so much. But I don't think Dallas is going to be looking like how the Chargers was last week, guys. I expect a complete game from all 3 phases, special team, defense, and offense here in the spot for Cowboys. And I think they shock a lot of people here and get the outright win. Again, guys, Cowboys are 12-2 straight up in their last 14 home games against Tampa Bay, guys. History and numbers don't lie. I'm rolling with the Cowboys here. On to the final game of the week, Monday Night Football. We got the New Orleans Saints traveling to Green Bay to play the Packers. New Orleans a 13.5-point road dog here, and I love Green Bay in this spot, guys. Green Bay win and cover. Under sits at 42, guys. Strong lean to the under here, but where the hell the Saints are going to get their points from? I get it. Last week they put Spencer Rattler in, and he brought them back in fluky fashion. And speaking of fluky fashion, y'all seen that last drive where the clock stopped and gave them boys an extra 5 seconds to get another play off. That was the most fluky rigged stuff I ever seen. They stopping the clock now just to help teams cover the spread. So that's why you guys got to be careful and mindful betting some of these games. Well, most of these games. But the Packers are 19-3 straight up last 22 games in December. The under is 13-2 last 15 Saints games in December. I'm going to say that again. The under is 13-2 last 15 Saints games in December. The Saints are 2-10 straight up last 12 against Green Bay. And they are 3-11-1 against the spread last 15 Monday Night Football games, guys. That's crazy. And also, guys, The last 6 Saints games have went under the total, guys. The last 6 Saints games have went under the total. And Green Bay, believe it or not, they have covered 4 straight games as double-digit favorites. They're at home, primetime spot. Hey, I don't see why they don't do it again. They did it last week against Seattle, beat them boys up, even though they weren't laying double digits, but they got the job done in Sunday Night Football. And I think they go in here at home Monday Night Football and beat up on the Saints here at least by 14 points. If we can get it by 14 points, hey, I like it. So there you have it, guys. My Monday Night Football best bet will be the Green Bay Packers minus 13.5. And I'll sprinkle a little something on the under 42. And Dallas Cowboys +4 and on the money line will probably be my 2 best bets here in this video, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, boys and girls, for taking the time out to rock out with me. We've been on here for 31 minutes, man. It's been a long one here. I didn't expect to go on here and be rambling too long, guys. But again, I appreciate the support on the channel. I appreciate all my members, man. I appreciate each and every one of you, from the ones that got the $3 package all the way up to the high roller package. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Hope you guys have a wonderful, great, safe holiday. It's Christmas time, man. Let's be positive. Let's stay positive, man. Nothing negative, man. No negative energy, no negative intentions, none of that stuff, guys. Get rid of all that crap, man. So with that, man, I hope y'all have a blessed week, man. If you're traveling this weekend, please travel safe. No drinking and driving. Don't even smoke and drive, man. That, let's be cautious and mindful of the things we do going into 2025, guys. But again, enough of me rambling. Please stop stealing and hit that like button, man. Get your boy up in the algorithm, man. I don't know what's going on with the views and the likes or whatever, but I guess it's because I'm dropping my videos late in the week. I don't know, man. But again, I appreciate you guys for taking the time out to rock with me, man. It's been your boy Smoke Joe. And I see you guys in the next one, man. In the meantime, y'all stay safe and stay blessed, man. Stay prayed up. Got a lot of haters out here, but we wouldn't be nothing without them. That's for sure, man. But again, hey, grab that membership badge if you haven't already. College plays will be up this weekend, guys. There's a lot of value in this college football bowl season this year, guys. So rock with your boy. Grab that membership badge if you haven't already. And guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful, great week. Have a Merry Christmas. Even though y'all will see me again before then, I'm going to tell you now, just in case some things happen. Y'all know, man. But again, I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Enjoy the rest of y'all day whenever you watching this video, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Week 16, man. Gone.